1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. The Brickenden International Challenge. Jump off competition. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Well, hello and welcome here to the Royal Horse Show, back for its 103rd year, and you join us today for the Brickenden International Challenge. It's going to be a jump-off competition, this one. $31,500 in the prize fund, and some of the very best in the world coming forward to join us today. You can see those runners and riders on your screen right now, and kicking off with Aaron Vale in a horse that he's produced all the way up through the grades on his own. Got Rennie Dittmer in there. Daniel Blumen's been on great form. Vaclav Stenek, what a year he's had. We saw him at Spruce Meadows setting a new record in the 6-bar competition there. Number 1, U25, that's Nina Malavey. She's just been flying high, and great to see some home talent as well, with Sean Jobin coming forward to join us. And, you know, as we continue on down the start list, big names in there. You know, Daniel Coyle, he's got an amazing string of horses at the moment with Ariel Grange as an owner. Kyle Tim did so well in the Canadian Championship. Caitlin Campbell from the west coast of the US. Skylar Wireman, she's been on great form. We saw her at World Cup finals, of course. She's been over in Europe as well, training with Laura Kraut as part of the Road to the Top programme. Fakarales and Adrian Sternlicht in there too. And, you know, as we keep going down, we're just going to keep seeing more and more talent. Nikki Walker's in there, Alex Matz, Erin Ballard, who had a win the other day here. Mimi Gotchman, another young talent as well. So some real top shelf talent coming forward. As I mentioned, jump off format here. So any tie for first place after round number 1 means we go to a single jump off against the clock, where time will break all ties. Now, Olaf Peterson Jr. is our course designer. He's an Olympic level designer from Germany. He's got a great team alongside him. Stefan Bulling in there, and Megan Rollins as well. And it's been great, you know, watching what Ollie's been setting over the last day or two for our international athletes and for the national ones as well. You know, and this one I think is just a little touch up on what we saw yesterday. Just a little touch more technical. There's plenty of twists and turns in there. And, you know, I think we're going to see a good number of clears. Great to have everyone joining us from around the world to watch the action here from the Royal Horse Show. One of the competitions, of course, that is featuring on the FEI YouTube channel and FEI Jumping Facebook page as well. And if you want to get involved with the conversation, if you want to say hello, tell us where you're watching from, ask any questions, or say good luck to any of the athletes, then of course you can do that. You can use the comments box on YouTube or Facebook. We'll keep an eye on those as we continue on through the first round of this competition. But 12 obstacles in total, 14 jumping efforts, and I think Ollie's used kind of all the tools available to him. It's certainly very achievable, and I think we'll keep an eye on that time. We'll see how tight it's going to be. Time allowed here set at 73 seconds in the first round. But our first one comes forward, and this is a great pathfinder. Aaron Vale here for the United States of America. Helios de Moulin. This is an 8-year-old. Got some great lines. It's got Kiram de Revel there on the dam side. It's by Untouchable. And Aaron's done an amazing job of bringing this horse along himself. He bought him as a 7-year-old in France last summer. It's been great just kind of watching him bring this horse along. They had a 2-star win over the summertime in Wekokala. Now climbing up the ranks, and the horse just keeps getting better and better. So as Aaron comes on track, let's take a quick tour of this course set by Ollie Peterson Jr. And that's our first oxer there. From here, left-handed, coming back round to the musical notes at fence number 2. Then we're heading to the long side, double the verticals, the Longines combination. One stride through there, vertical to vertical. Slight right-handed bending line as they come down towards the Royal Horse Show oxer with the water tray sitting underneath. Again, just bending back round this corner. The North American League oxer at 5. A bit more of a delicate question as we come back down towards home over that vertical at 6. And then quite a committed line down here. Square oxer comes in. Little vertical on the way out there at 8. And we can use this corner to rebalance if we need to as we come round towards the barn doors, and quite skinny white rails there. And And it's Oxer vertical through the double. Back past the in-gate, tiny white plank sitting on those cups there at fence 11. And then one fence left to come. And we start here with a clear round, 69.97 there. Aaron Vale for the United States of America, jumping clear. Helios de Moulin. So that's clear round number 1. Now, Aaron made that look very, very easy out there. I think there is a good degree of technicality, but it just goes to show, you know, how well that horse is coming along in Aaron's programme. It's got all the ingredients there, and what a top little 8-year-old that is. So that's our first clear here. And it's as cool as a cucumber, that horse, you know, as he heads out in the buckle end there. Ren Dittmer coming forward next then, takes us to Germany this one. Echo van Grendel Z, a 13-year-old mare this one. Rennie's been building up that string, got some nice horses at the moment.
Riders had great success here on the Fall Indoor Tour for the past few seasons. He was top the field in wins at the Hampton Classic out on the...
This is a horse we've seen Molly Ash with in the past. With some good success. A 13-year-old now by Echo van Speelveld. And he's been campaigning on the indoor circuit. We saw him at the Washington International Horse Show just a couple of weeks ago. Quite a kind of similar ring environment. Again, that time allowed here set at 73 seconds. Aaron Vale's time of 69.97 give us a good idea that, you know, it's certainly achievable, but it's just tight enough. You've got to keep kind of thinking forward. You can't take too many checks. Rennie's quite lucky though. This horse is quite naturally forward. He thinks forward, he lands and moves. A couple of efforts left here. Come then, final fence and jump off guaranteed. Rennie Dittmer for Germany. 2 gone and 2 clear. Again, you might be thinking, oh, has Olaf Peterson Jr. made it tough enough out there today? I honestly think he has. I think, you know, we've had 2 world-class athletes come out the start gates there on 2 very, very quality horses. And you know, they just answered all the tests and the questions out there with ease. I think this will sort itself out in here today as we continue on down that start list. It's Daniel Blumen coming forward next. Another younger horse, this one. It's an 8-year-old. A little bit kind of lower mileage than some of the other 8-year-olds we see, but, you know, as you'd expect with Daniel on board, he's just continuing that education. It's a horse that came to him at the beginning of her 6-year-old year, actually bred by a friend of Daniel's that came out with some good success. Their first outing at a 3-star show and ended up having a win there. But a good breakout year in the 5 stars for this little horse. They've really got a great eye for a horse, the Blumen family. They've produced some real top-class young stock. See him just using that upper body, balancing down to the vertical there. Pings off the floor and then just has to sit up and say wait into that plank. Boy, this horse can jump. Down to the last then. Oh, top quality young horse that one, 69.08. The 8-year-old goes clear for Daniel Blumen of Israel. I promise you this track is technical out there today. I promise you there's big questions. And a lot of these horses as well have been, you know, jumping the 160 tracks, and of course out there today 1.50 m. But you know, Daniel had to be quite reactive out there on course. There was a couple of times where he had to just help the little horse out, give the confidence, set up, protect that plank, for example, that he's walking past now. And so far, everybody comes back for the jump off, 3 out of 3. Vaclav Stanek next, Kalippo 57. Hi to Nancy Rivers, who's just joined us on YouTube, watching from Maine today. Good to have you with us. Darian says, what a spectacular run. Great to everyone joining us on Facebook and on YouTube as well. Do get involved with the conversation. Let us know where you're watching from. Let us know what you think of what you've seen so far. And while you do that, we're going to watch Vaclav Stanek here. Kalippo 57. First part of that double coming down. Now he's just got to stick to that plan. This is a pair that we saw in the accumulator, the costume class at Washington a couple of weeks ago. Quite a naturally quick horse. Just really trying to hold him off that flank. Did a good job there. They're coming down towards home after that double, and I think we'll see quite a few of the riders really kind of balancing and protecting, you know, that plank. It's quite a light plank, that one, quite thin, and of course on completely flat cups. Vaclav did a good job there, just protecting that top rail. So finishes up on the 4:65.08. It doesn't take much to catch those rails, just got a little bit deep coming in, and it really doesn't take much. It's a little bit economic with its trajectories it got up in the air there. Well, we're about to head to a real young talent here. Destined to Be comes forward next. Nina Malavi, ranked 17th in the world, the Longines world rankings. If you look to our under 25 rankings, you'll see her sitting right at the very top at #1 position. Comes forward here with this 9-year-old gelding by Diamond de Semi, by Mark and Tara Reid. Rain even, sorry. We were saying yesterday that, you know, Tara Rain's got such a tremendous eye for a horse, and we've seen that with not just the ones that Nina rides, but the other ones that are out and about the circuit under their ownership. But I know Nina thinks so much of this horse. Had success with him since the very beginning, you know, from Young Horse Championship level up. And he's quite kind of forward, and he thinks forward, but he's also quite rideable as well. And you can see as Nina lands, she just uses that upper body, takes a little check, and just keeps that consistent contact. Perfect so far. One to come. Yeah, really nice. 65.81, well inside that time allowed. Nina Malavi for France gives us another clear here. in the Brickenden International. So she'll head through to that jump off against the clock. It's going to be a fast one when we get there, but that horse really likes to travel. We keep an eye on that one when we get to the jump off. A lot of talent still out there in the wings. Sean Jobin coming forward next. Man who's got a lot of success here at this particular venue over the years.
9-year-old mare was placed in Greenwich and 5-star action, 2 podium placings at the World Equestrian Center in Ohio, and there were 7 in round 1 of the
Quite a
national championship.
good run of success this circuit, and then we saw him last week finish top 10 in the initial round of the Canadian Championship. And for the Canadian athletes, it works quite well. You know, under the FEI rules, you can't compete in national and international competition at the same event, but the national and the Canadian Championship had finished last weekend before the FEI classes had started, before the horse inspection had taken place. So what a great warm-up. You can come and jump a couple of rounds, then you can go to the horse inspection and then start your international circuit here. Coming back down towards this final fence once again. This could be another one to add to that list, and it is. 65-26, nicely done. Congratulations there to Sean Jobin, Grand Dame DK, the 9-year-old mare, with lines including Cannon heading through into that jump off. So 6 gone so far, 5 clears at this stage. United Challenger, who's enjoying the action from Cumbria in England, not too far from where I live normally, in the northwest. But I was going to say it's much colder there, maybe not. It's been freezing here in Toronto. We had snow the other day. Adrian Sternlicht coming forward to join us next up here. Faquitol S, 15-year-old gelding by Verdi TN. Adrian, of course, representing the United States of America. She had on so many occasions in the team competitions.
32-year-old rider ranked 119th on the Longines computer rankings.
Horse she's had for a good couple of years now.
Over the past 2 seasons, including a win in Calgary.
Already this season we've seen them jumping clear at the similar level, you know, these 150 competitions. And I remember seen her with this horse when it was quite new to her, and they came to Spruce Meadows and had quite a substantial win up there. But Adrian does a nice job of, you know, just keeping this horse together. You could see her really trying off that corner. Quite a long horse, but Adrian just does such a nice job of just keeping everything together there. And the last one comes down as well, just catches that front rail on the Oxer. Finishes up on the 8 faults, 69-67, total of 8 there for Adrian Sternlicht. Hoping we see her back here with this horse in one of the later competitions. You can see Adrian really trying to keep things nice and balanced and just getting in a touch deep occasionally there.
Adrian then makes her way out.
Here's Skylar Wyman next. Skylar's had this horse for a couple of years now. Spent some good time in Europe with Laura Kraut through the road to the top programme. And she's had a great run of form this year. Seen her at the North American Youth Championships pick up a gold medal both individually and as part of the team. Watching her with Satoki last night, and this is actually the son of that horse. I know her mum Shane is also very busy on the circuit in Las Vegas this week, so she'll be watching on, jumping every single fence here with Skylar. Skylar's been working hard. We saw her at Washington with this horse, and better and better as the week goes on indoors. She had to make a little bit of a correction as she landed coming out of that line, and I'm dazzled a bit here. Yeah, finishes up on the 8 faults today, 69.15. You know, Skylar's in here as a competitor. She's also in here as a horsewoman, and she's doing some good work with that horse just to keep building and building that rideability indoors. And it's very, very close to being there. With the amount of blood that horse has and the natural kind of quickness, once she sorts out that little bit of rideability, I think she'll be on the podium with this one. Eight combinations gone so far. 5 clears at the moment. Caitlin Campbell next. This is Carius. Owned by Marisol Equestrian, by Van Gogh, this horse. Caitlin riding for the United States of America. Had a big win in Hits Del Mar back in May of this year, and you've seen this horse used on the Major League team duty. Caitlin works with Alex Wilson in California, does a lot of training, a lot of sales. A very gutsy rider. You can get her to the jump off. I mean, she won't be here to make up the numbers, she will be in it to win it. Oh! He just comes off the corner, and he kind of had a little look down there and said, "Not today, thanks." Caitlin's just going to come around, keep her leg on, keep him straight. It's a shame because, you know, he's been jumping every fence just so nicely. Making a nice shape. Oh, having to work a little bit here. Oh. A great correction there down to the last. That was a good piece of riding. You know, she stayed right there with him. Kept him between her hand and her leg and got down towards that final fence. So that one little issue going to be quite costly, or going to end up with 4 for jumping and a bit of time. Brings it up to 25. He kind of came round, looked at the fence, and just didn't fancy it. But here, you could see him trying to drift through that right shoulder, and Caitlin did a great job of just staying right there with him. Tomica de Sequoia Z next. Kyle Tim. Kyle's jumped a lot of big classes in Europe, had a lot of success. I'm sure he enjoys that success over in Europe, who wouldn't? But I know when he came in here last Saturday and was crowned the Canadian champion in front of a bit of a hometown crowd, I think that was pretty special for him. So comes in as the newly crowned Canadian champion, based in France these days. Another one owned by Mark and Tara Rain. That has come down, I think. Yeah, it has. Shame, it looked like he really tried to set up for that Oxer, and he just got a bit quick in the last couple of strides. Yeah, finishes up on the 4. 68-66.
Final effort there for Kyle Tim. They finish up in 68-66.
Well, we're just taking a look at this other replay actually, and it did have 4 faults displayed on the graphic. We heard the knock and we put 2 and 2 together and read the graphic on the screen, but actually having a look back around, he was clear. It made a rattle, but it stays in the cups. He's saying, I'm sure that was up, they've given me 4 faults. But he is clear. It is a clear round, and it will come back for the jump off against the clock. Bit of a roller coaster of emotions for him there. It's like, I'm sure I was clear, I'm sure I'd done enough. It rattled. So we do add him to our clear round list. Kyle Tim, the Canadian champion. Atomic de Sequoia Z will go through. Mark Blumen next. Hunter de Foray, the 8-year-old stallion there.
63rd ranked rider in the world on the track here, winner last night.
Quite a new horse on March string. Started out at 2-star level about a month ago at Silo Ridge. An 8-year-old stallion with some really nice bloodlines. And Mark's had a great start to his campaign here. One of the other horses. That one definitely has come down that time. So sadly it is going to be 4 for Mark. I think just catches that vertical as well. Just comes through that right shoulder there. Looks like he's about to pop up his hand and then electing to retire there, Mark Blumen. But you know, just a young horse, that one. Just an 8-year-old, new to his string, started out at 2-star last month, and then comes indoors with all this atmosphere, all this stuff to look at in the 5 stars. But, you know, Mark will be giving that horse a tremendous education. And it's certainly got the ingredients there. We'll keep an eye on that little horse as the circuit continues. quick look over on the FEI YouTube channel. Hi there to Marlon, who says tuning in from New Zealand. Good to have you with us. Spirit Sky says go Canada go. Great to have so many people tuning in there from around the world on the FEI YouTube channel, and of course over on the FEI Jumping Facebook page. Do get involved with the conversation. Let us know where you're watching from. It'd be great to hear from you. Hi to Maria watching in Poland. Haley's in Christchurch in New Zealand. And Heather Piat Fisher just saying hello. Hi Heather. Right, anyway, back to this, and Daniel Coyle with us now. Daydream coming forward next to go. The 9-year-old by Finn, owned by Ariel Grange, who's been such a great owner and partner for Daniel. Who's sitting right on the front row, getting to watch her horse jump here today. This is an amazing horse that's still got a little bit to learn, but is really coming on with Daniel, as you'd expect. Balanced nicely down to that vertical. Horse is nice and quick with its front legs there. Here we come down towards this final oxer. Just catches that front bar on the oxer there. 70.37. Just before there for Ireland's Daniel Coyle. Daydream. As frustrating as that is, it's still great to see just how well that horse is coming along. It comes round towards this final jump. Just gets a little bit deep. Right, 4 combinations left to come forward here. 4 left to go here in the first round. We know we're in for an exciting jump off already. And now coming forward is the 15-year-old gelding, the Tout de Tremblay. Did well in the Canadian National Championship here on this stage last week. He knows this horse so well. Been together for, must be 4 years now. Saw her jump this yesterday. A little rub there as well to keep the horse straight. Seen a couple of them, as they come down there, start to anticipate that kind of right-handed corner, that right-handed turn, and you can see Nicky just keeping the horse nice and straight down to the Liverpool. She uses this corner to balance. And then 1 left to come. Yes, jumps to clear. 68.53, Nicky Walker there for Canada. A Tout de Tremblay jumps clear. That brings us up to 7 clears then, 7 clears at this stage. If you have just joined us, I'm Adam Cromarty, great to have you with us. Having a look over on the FEI Jumping Facebook page. Hi to George watching in Cape Town, Rachel's in Ireland, Heather's in Pennsylvania, we've got Louise in the south of Ireland, Teresa's in Kansas, in Overland Park. Good to have you all watching. Mimi Gotchman next in. 10-year-old gelding called Iron Maiden. The top 6 finish at 5-star level in New Jersey just in September of this year. Bit of a force to be reckoned with on the U25 circuits. And of course coming into these big classes. Jumped well at the Hampton Classic this year. Mimi's got a lot of natural talent, natural feel. So far so good. Just keeping that nice rhythm all the way around there. Good job there. Wait. Here she comes down to the final oxer and jumps the final oxer. It's 67.26 there, clear. Mimi Gotchman and Iron Maiden for the United States of America. That leaves just 2 left to come. 8 clears at the moment that would come back for that jump off against the clock. I thought Mimi did a very nice job in there today. She should be happy with that. Second last to go here. Alex Match joining us now for the team at 5-Star Partners. 12-year-old stallion. Ikigai. Alex Matz of the USA. Alex has already had some good success at this event in the past. I know this is one of his favourite events to come to. The top 10 finish in the Aqua Queen Elizabeth II Cup at Spruce Meadows over the summertime, and 12-year-old now, but as a young horse we saw Peter Clements bringing this horse along for a little bit. Alex very competitive and of course has great support from his family. I think his mum and dad might be here actually. No issues there. Go final fence. A little tap in the back bar, but that doesn't matter. It's still up, and it jumps to clear. 71.07. Alex Matz there for the United States of America jumps a clear. So he'll come back, and he's going to have a great draw. Remember, they come back in the same order that they jumped clear in the first round, so they retain that draw from round 1. Very springy through there. They really kind of protected that front rail nice. So Ikigai will come back. And that leaves just 1 left to come here in this first round. Dior coming forward next. Olympian for Canada. Aaron, who had a win here on this stage the other day.
Top 6, 9 top 6 placings, including 2 podiums. This is a
This horse had a win at Spruce Meadows in the Continental Tournament. Certainly jump this horse, has a lot of scope. Quite a naturally quick horse and just hangs in the air a little bit. Yeah, having a very nice campaign here. 70.19 clear for Aaron Ballard, and Dior finishes on a clear there for Canada. So in total 10 combinations will return for that jump off against the clock. They do come back, as I mentioned, in the same order as they jump clear in the first round. That means Aaron and this horse will have the perfect draw, knowing what needs to be done when she comes back. But 10 clears we have in the first round. We just heard that Alex Matz deciding not to come back for that jump off against the clock, so that means it will be 9 to battle it out. So Erin will head backstage and have a bit of a chill. And she'll be coming back as our last to go in that jump off against the clock. We'll take a look at that jump off track in a couple of moments' time. It's going to be an exciting one when we get there, though. I know we've got some very fast riders coming back. And she looks like she's heading up to boot and bandage control. It's a great shot of the warm-up. If you haven't seen it here at the Royal, it's not too far away from the ring, and then there's a kind of secondary kind of holding area or warm-up just off there as well. But our attention comes back centre stage, and this is how things look after round one. There's a list of our athletes that will be returning. Aaron Vale in there, Rennie Dittmer, Daniel Blumen, Nina Malavey, Sean Jobin's in there as well. We've got Kyle Tim coming back, Mickey Walker, Mimi Gotchman. We know Alex Matz did qualify for that jump off, but he's decided not to jump Ikegai off, and that means Aaron Ballard will be coming back as our last to go. So that's our runners and riders here for that jump off. Olaf Peterson, his team jumping into action and getting us ready. Jones says, I missed the start. Is there any Irish riders in that jump off? No is the answer. Daniel Coyle got very close to earning a place in the jump off, but then just had the very last jump down, Jones. I'm afraid he's not coming back. Amazon says they've done a good job with the course design. It flows well for an indoor arena. Yeah, Olaf Peterson Jr. is our course designer here. He's one of the rider favourites. He's an Olympic level designer, builds all over the world. And that's no exaggeration, actually, because in about 2 weeks' time I'm going to be over in Thailand, and Olaf Peterson will be our course designer there as well. We'll get to see him out there in Thailand in a couple of weeks, but he's done a great job here. I mean, just technical enough. It was a track that really made the riders think, but it was certainly very achievable, and he gave them enough time as well. And heading over towards the FEI jumping Facebook page, Judy Burns says, howdy from Florida, thrilled to be watching. Hi to Laura, she's watching from Surrey in BC. Kathy Harper, good to have you with us, Kathy. A retired FEI jumper judge who was part of the story here at the Royal for many years. Tina's watching from Wales, and Patricia's watching in Campbell River in BC. Again, if you are watching on the FEI jumping Facebook page, or you're watching on the FEI YouTube channel, feel free to say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. It's great to have your company as we get ready for our jump off against the clock. I can give you a quick overview of our jump off track. Obviously we'll take a look in a bit more detail when the first horse gets on course, but we're going to be starting over fence number 1, so same start line as the first. That's those kind of beige globes and the brown rails, the Eccleston fence gets them underway at fence 1. From here we're going to be coming round towards fence 6. Now this is going to be a left-handed bending line. It comes down towards our cider fence with those kind of beige and green rails. So start at 1, head down towards fence number 6, and then from there left-handed as we come round towards the Oxer at 7. That's got the black plank and the beige and red rails. You can see it just about the centre of your screen there. That's fence number 7. As we land over there, it's nice and simple. It's down to the forward vertical at fence number 8, just keeping them thinking forward down that line. And as soon as we land there, we're already thinking about that right-handed turn. We're coming back to the long side, the same long side as the in-out gate, and down through the double at 10A and 10B. It's Oxer to vertical through there. Now we've got a couple of new fences after this. Fence 14. I say it's a new fence. By the rules, we're going to call it a new fence. It's not a new fence, we saw it in the first round, but we're going to jump it backwards this time. So that's why it's been renumbered. That's why it's classed as a new fence. So as we land out of the double at 10AB, it's right-handed, and we're jumping the FEI North American League Oxer. That was fence 5 in the first round. Jumping it backwards this time, so it's been renumbered, and it's now sitting as fence 14. And then to finish, another fence that kind of lies in that same position. It's technically a new fence, but we did jump it in the last round. It's fence 3B jumping backwards. So that was the Longines double on the far long side from the in-gate. Jumping backwards this time as 15. Again, don't worry if you're thinking, where's that one? We've got you covered because we'll give you a full tour when that first horse gets on course. But we are starting over the same place, you know where that is by now, and we're finishing over the Longines fence, which you can actually see them just putting the rails back in. The tractors have been running through there, so they're going to be popping those rails back into the Longines fence, and that's where our finish line is going to be. Hi to Charmaine, who's watching on Facebook, watching in South Africa. Jana K. Carter, watching in Earthquake Valley in SoCal. Sounds dangerous there, Jana. Sure it's not. But yeah, great to have your company as we get ready to see this jump off against the clock. Amazon says there's lots to do in Toronto, and Spirit Sky says they're originally from Toronto. Toronto's a great city. For those that haven't been, there's just so much to do. The people are nice, the food's great. And from the hotel that we stay in, it's a little bit different, something I've never seen anywhere else. But you can actually go down in the escalator and you can walk about 1.5 miles underground from the hotel to this massive big shopping mall, and you just keep continually going through kind of underground kind of office places and little shops, and it's quite a nice walk actually. Fun fact. Anyway, let's take a look at our start list, shall we, for the Brickenden International Challenge. Getting underway, Aaron Vale, what a pathfinder he was in the first round. He will be our pathfinder as well for that jump off against the clock. Then Rennie Dittmer, he'll be coming forward next, followed by Daniel Blumen, Nina Malavy's in there, Sean Jobin, Kyle Tim, Nicky Walker, Mimi Gotchman, and then Erin Ballard. Alex Matz is on that list, but as I mentioned before, he's elected not to come back. Having a quick look over on the FEI YouTube channel. Emma says she's from Vancouver and watching whilst revising for exams. Well, good luck in your exams, Emma. I don't know what you're revising for, but good luck anyway. Hi to Joan, who's got an orange weather warning here in Ireland. That sounds cold and wet, probably. Right, here we go. The action gets underway. Aaron Vale, going to be the pathfinder here. Now we've given you an overview of this jump off track. We will give you that little guided tour though as Aaron gets on course again. And this is such a nice horse. I told you a little bit about the horse, you know, when we saw him in the first round, but just in case you weren't here, this is a younger horse. It's only an 8-year-old. Aaron got the horse. He found it in France when he was over there last year. But when you watch this horse go, you know, even before the round and after the round, it's so light in its mouth. It's a real happy little horse after the round. It's out there on the kind of buckle end as it walks back to the warm-up. Really loves the job. So we start in the same place then. That kind of beige and black oxer. From here, left-handed, we can open up down this line. As we come down towards the Pommies dry side, our vertical at 6. And then we loop back round this corner to the oxer at 7. Nice and easy, straight down the line. That gappy vertical at 8. And then it's over to the long side, and it's down through this double. Oxer to vertical, 1 stride through the middle there. And then these technical new fences, so we saw it in the first round, 5 backwards is 14. Oh, catches that back bar, just thinking about that slice there. And then we jump 3B backwards, now renumbered, and it's fence 15. But yeah, top young horse. What an exciting one there. Whoop. And he says, look, I am still a young horse sometimes. He has a little look out the gate there, but yeah, real chilled little young horse there, and all the talent and the ability. You see Aaron really working on those turns and just keeping travelling and just thinking about that left-handed slice, and just caught the back bar. Right, here comes Rennie Dittmer then, hoping to be that first double clear here today and set a standard for us. You can see him having a look at that turn back to 7 there. By the Sky Group, this one, 13-year-old mare. A horse that likes to travel across the ground. Just building up that momentum now. And here we come. And it's quite adjustable, this horse. I think we're going to see Rennie, be able to open the horse up. But then he has to think about just being a bit careful of these delicate verticals. So again, here you can move on, and then we see him just take a check, balance. Again, same here, he's turning, he's moving, he's keeping the leg on, then he balances, he gets the slice. Now really getting his leg on, down to the last. Jumps the last, and there we go, first double clear, 37.34. That's going to be the challenge, that's going to be the time to beat. Rennie Dittmer there for Germany. Echo van het Grandelzad heads to the top, gives the rest something to chase now. 37.34. He knows he's got some fast ones behind him, but that'll be enough to put the pressure on now. Nicely done. Another younger horse here, Daniel Blumen, and the 8-year-old Rebelline de Glachenbeek represents Israel. Daniel currently ranked 19th in the Longines World Rankings. You see Rebelline just having a little kind of look around as she came in today. And then when he picks up the canter and gets going, its mind just focuses on work. Nice forward active rhythm there. Pings off the floor. Slick back to here. And gets out. He's keeping that upper body nice and light round the curve, then uses the shoulders to balance there. And then really motors on down to the last. 37.34 to beat, and he's done it. 36.23. The 8-year-old goes to the top for Daniel Blumen. Rebelline de Glachenbeek heads to the top there for Israel, now leading. That is a nice horse. And again, good amount of adjustability, good amount of rideability. And Olaf Peterson, our course designer, has done a good job of giving them, areas where they can move up So you need that adjustability to go fast and then bring them back. And he's given them areas where they can turn nice and tight. So you need a horse that can turn, and you need a horse that can move up and down the gears. Nina Malavi again, just having a little look at a couple of these turns out there. Destined to be the 9-year-old here. Owned by the Rain family.
Daniel landed off of the North American League fence, the purple jump, at 28 seconds. It's the time on landing for...
But she's a real talent. In the top 20 in the world and number 1 U25. Normally very competitive. Of course, all these riders are forming a plan based on the individual horse that they're riding that day. This horse is very slick around those turns. And Nina just contains the energy, and then she can relax her hand, allow the horse to move forward, and then balance again. Good angle here. 36.23, time to beat as she comes down to the last. That's going to go to the top, 35.14. She is having a great run of form here. Nice big pat for her horse there as well. Nina Malavi going out in front at the moment, 35.14, destined to be, now leads. Now I tell you, that will add the pressure on. She shaved a good bit off there. And she was slick around the turns. The horse was naturally quick. There's maybe one or two that could possibly catch her right there. We'll wait and see. Here's Sean Jobin there. Randam DK. $35.14 now, the new time to beat. Shy again, quite competitive. Just had to maybe use an extra stride around that corner to prepare. Again, you know, these horses all such individuals, and these top athletes are, you know, horsemen, horsewomen as well. So they know what they're riding and they know what the plan is, and they don't push them past where they think they could go. So that one a little bit steadier, but I think, you know, sticking to the plan of Sean Jobin there, 40.05 takes him into 4th place. Nice big pat, and of course comes away with a lot of confidence after that ride today. 4 combinations left to come here. A touch there. Away comes Kyle Tim. Atomica de Sequoia Z coming forward next. Having a look over on the FEI Facebook page. Hi to Haley watching in Nova Scotia, and to Kat, who says watching in Canada but Missy showing at the Royal. Well, good to have you with us online, Kat. Anyway, let's focus now on Kyle Tim. Crowned the Canadian champion here last Saturday night. Really trying to catch that time of 35.14. Slick down there. Oh, just has to balance. Coming in here, says wait. It's a good save though. He's got about a second to make up. He's going to have to really fly as he comes round here. Keeps moving forward. Not going to be quite fast enough though. 36.73. Clear there and into 3rd for Kyle Tim. Atomica de Sequoia Z goes 3rd. Nina Malave still out in front at this stage. 35-1-4 the challenge. Daniel Blumen second, and Kyle Tim in third now. I think, Kyle just had to take that little extra check here and there and just, really kind of support and balance the horse in preparation. But this isn't over. 3 left to come. And this is an experienced horse, an experienced athlete on board as well. Nicky Walker, the 15-year-old, a Tout de Tremblay for Canada. Just see Olaf Peterson, our course designer, watching on in the background there. Let's see what Nicky's plan is today. Starts with a nice big open canter stride. Really eats the ground down that line. Balances well around the corner. Back here to this double and just keep moving forward here. Not a bad angle there. Moves on down. Again, not quite quick enough, but a really nice smooth clear today. 37.40 into 5th place. Nicky Walker there for Canada goes into 5th. Very fast jump off though here today. Again, different jump offs suit different horses, and they've all got different plans depending on what they're up to and what their plans are. That horse that Nina had today just really likes going fast. Even in the first round, Nina was having to really kind of hold that energy. That's helped her out here when she came in with us, that sheer ground speed and the way that she could turn. Anyway, we have Mimi Gotchman to join us now. Just heard as well that Erin Ballard has in fact withdrawn, as well as Alex Matz that we talked about earlier. So this means that Mimi is our last to go here. Oh, and it's all over. That means Nina Malave will be crowned our winner here. Just not quite given Mimi the feeling perhaps she wanted there. She was trying to take that little check and just didn't quite come back quick enough for her. Yeah, it comes down to the last, and just a couple of early rails there. 40.83. Mimi Gotchman there with Iron Maiden. Will finish up on the 8. 40.83. Again, Alex Matz, Ikigai, and Erin Ballard with Dior had jumped clear in the first round, but then decided to save those horses for another day. So I'm sure we'll see both Alex and Erin with those two horses as the competitions continue. Quick reminder as well that you can enjoy all the action from the Royal, and there's pretty much everything you could want. We've seen dressage, jumping, road horses, carriages. We've got some great displays here as well. We had the Shetland ponies last week. Everything, and there's even cows tomorrow in this ring, and you can enjoy it all if you head along to the Royal Horse Show website. You can check out their live stream, everything coming your way. But there's your confirmed result on screen. Nina Malave crowned our winner here today, 35.14. Daniel Blumen just behind, taking second, and then our Canadian champion Kyle Tim finishing off in 3rd place. But Nina Malave, what a young talent. Number 1 on the U25 standings worldwide, and then placed top 20 as well in the Longines rankings right now. She really is on such good form and some real good horses. So congratulations to her. And of course, don't forget more international competition to enjoy as well. Our show jumpers back here this evening. And if you want to have a look at the start list, the result list, the course plans that the riders get to have a look at the in-gate, then all that stuff is on longinetiming.com. Longinetiming.com. You can see all the live results and stuff. It's all on there. And yeah, if you want to come back and enjoy more action from the Royal, have a look at the Royal Horse Show website. Full details about their live stream available there. It'd be great to have your company as we get ready for another big evening performance here at the Royal. But we're about to see our athletes come forward and join us here for that prize-giving ceremony. Big thank you to everyone who has been joining in with the conversation online as well. Last couple of hellos. Hi to Mimi, who's watching on the FEI Jumping Facebook page in Pennsylvania. I was there for Harrisburg a couple of weeks back. Hi to Amazon, who's watching over on the YouTube channel. To Lynn, who's watching over in there as well. Emmy Thirdens. Great to have all your company, and thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the action as much as I did. My name's Adam Cromarty. It's been great to be alongside you here as we enjoy the 103rd Royal Horse Show. If you go along to the Royal Horse Show website, I'll see you back on there this evening. And of course, Longines FEI Jumping World Cup Toronto available on Clip My Horse on FEI TV this Saturday evening, and the highlights of that available on television channels around the world as well. Enjoy the rest of the action, enjoy the prize giving, enjoy your afternoon wherever you are in the world, and we'll see you back here at the Royal very soon.
Greet our second horse finishing in second place for Israel. It is Daniel Blumen and Rebeline de Quacabik. And rounding out the top three, Atomica and Kyle Tim. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll ask you to join us as we honor the nation of our winning rider. If you'd all rise, remove cover if able, for the playing of the national anthem of France. We congratulate Nina Malave of France. The presentation party heads over to, again, congratulate our second place finisher, Daniel Blumen and Rebeline de Quacabik. And in third, it was Kyle Tim for Canada on the Rain Family LLC's Atomica de Sequoia Z. One last order of business, and that is for Nina Malave to lead off our round of honor. The victory lap led by Destined to Be and Nina Malave of France, followed by Daniel Blumen and Rebeline for Israel, and Canada's Kyle Tim and Atomica de Sequoia Z. One more time as we salute our winner, Nina Malave. For years, John Deere has been the choice of farmers and ranchers, and now we're proud to sponsor the next generation of champions.
Breakfast comes from? How about the road you take home from work? Chances are, we had something to do with it. It doesn't matter if you've never driven a tractor, dozer, or mower. We work for everyone under the sun. The machines we make produce everyday essentials, and the tech we create helps build a better tomorrow. We don't just run for some, we run for all.
Add an extra note of fun during your visit to the Royal this year. Check out emerging Canadian artists on the OLG Entertainment stage. Performers showcase their musical acts every day in Heritage Court.
Believe in your dream. Believe in yourself. Believe in the beauty of special moments. Believe in trust, care, commitment. Always believe.